sometimes people are not mad or feel some type of way about you as an individual. It's the favor that they see on your life. It was a young lady. I didn't know this lady from a can of paint. But what I did know is that she was threatening me, right?
Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry. But I guess you don't know.
Hey boo, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ivy and this channel is Women's Life with Ivy. And I like to say to you, if you was channel surfing and you just happen to come across this face, hey boo.
We've been made to do it for a night, only one night though.
And if you're a returning subscriber, hey boo.
Just sugar shots one night, let the tears fall down one night, only one night though.
So yes, I have my coffee. Y'all know I'm a coffee girl. I gotta have my coffee. So I wanted to come to y'all and I wanted to talk to y'all. Why is my lashes sticking together? I didn't even put no mascara on. Anyways, so girl, I wanted to come to y'all and talk to y'all today about the favor of God, right? You know, so many times when we walk this walk of Christ, right? People look at our life, right, up under a microscope. Like, you can't do nothing wrong. Can't say nothing wrong. Can't say this. Can't say that. Can't say this. And it's a lot of things that you can't do that you shouldn't be doing, right? We're all works in progress. All of us. Not one of us have arrived. So, you know, I posted something on my other channel. And it was talking about, if you have not, on this channel and my other channel, Boo Bougie, I always post inspirational quotes in, you know, my community tab. So I posted a quote over there. I probably should have posted it over here, but I didn't know. I knew I wanted to talk about the favor of God, but I didn't know exactly what direction it was going to go in when I posted the post. So let me say that. Or I probably would have posted that over here. But anyways, y'all know I go to the left. So I posted this post about Cain and Abel. And I know you know the story of Cain and Abel when Cain killed his brother. You know, it wasn't that the brother Abel maliciously did something to him, harmed him, said something about him, took his wife, killed his cat, none of that, you know what I mean? He simply killed him because the favor that was on him. You know, sometimes people are not mad or feel some type of way about you as an individual. It's the favor that they see on your life. You know, I was just having a conversation with this young lady. I'm not gonna say who the young lady is, but I was just having a conversation with this young lady, and I was explaining to her, God is my source. God is my source. You know, you can look at my life. For anybody who's been watching me for a while on my main channel, Boo Bougie, y'all done seen my ups, y'all done seen my downs, y'all done seen my struggles, y'all done seen my moments of fear, y'all done seen it all. What they call it? Because the young lady used this phrase, crashing out. I don't even know what that means. Like I told her, I don't even know what that means. But anyway, I guess it's getting upset, whatever. And we're going to get to that too. But I go through stuff and I choose to show y'all because I'm showing y'all, like, God got me. He got me. I said in that post, it don't matter who stands in front of you, no matter what you're facing. If God stands behind you, baby, you got it. It don't matter what it look like. And that's why I choose to show my life, because I want to show you, like, God is still able. You're like, he's still on the throne. He's still sitting high and looking low, right? So I use my life on all my platforms, but I use my life specifically on that channel to show you, like, even though I go through something, God is still there. He is still yet able. You know what I mean? When I wasn't getting food stamps, he was still there. Before I got monetized on that channel and YouTube started paying me, he was still there. When my daughter was incarcerated and I had to take care of my 3 grandbabies, he was still there. So don't no man, don't no woman, no outside entity from me. That's including my husband. That's including people who I thought was on my side and switched up. It's okay. Because long as I got God, it's a song. Long as I got King Jesus, long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. And that's how I feel, you know. People will try to do things to strike a nerve, right? To bring you out of character. Before I say this next part, just let me let you know, I don't blame nobody for my reaction, for my response.
You submit it to that can help develop the gift of God in you. Being gifted is one thing, but being gifted and accountable, something completely different.
That's all me. I never said or implied, what they say is not written or implied, that I'm perfect. You know what I mean? But baby, sometimes, the natural, I'm gonna say some stuff. I'm just gonna let you know. So my next point is, the Bible says to anger and sin not, right? Because God knew us before the foundation. He knew that we were gonna have some tendencies to do some things, right? That's like cussing. God says, it's nowhere in the Bible that says, don't cuss, thou shalt not cuss. What it says is, let no corrupt communication come from you, right? Cussing is corrupt communication, right? I feel it is. I don't know, maybe some people might not feel like cussing is a corrupt communication. But okay, he's still working on me, right? So when I talk about anger and sin not, right? Some situations may come up where you're not as level-headed as you are in most scenarios, right? And sometimes you may say some stuff, you may do some stuff, you may raise your voice, because I'm going to tell y'all know I ain't got no problem telling y'all about me. I'm a fusser. I got these kids. My mom was a fusser. But baby, that switch, these kids, that switch that you had to go get yourself, and don't bring no little one. Ma'am, you might as well just go on and get a nice size one, get your whooping, take your licks, and go on about your business. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if we brought my mama a little switch, girl, we got just that many more licks. I'm just going to tell you, because my mama like, wait a minute, because now you're playing with me. Right? So I know for me, when I come out of character, I don't necessarily like to come out of character. That's why if y'all notice, y'all don't see a whole lot of people around me. And I'm not talking about here, I'm talking about on my other channel. And people in my real life know, my house is not the flop house. You're not going to come over my house and hang out and we watch movies and watch Netflix and, I'm talking about just anybody. I'm not just talking about men. We ain't finna put some wings and fries on and get our little laugh on. You know what I mean? My house is just not that. You know what I mean? Now, who do what is their business. I like to guard my peace. My peace is very important to me. I do not take that lightly. So for me, ma'am, if I got to get heated in a collar, I need to leave you alone. I need to leave you alone because, I know where I will go. And let me just give you this quick little story time, right? And then I'm going to be out of here. I remember, because let me just say this. I always had the thought or the notion, I'm not going to let you hurt me. I'm not going to let you hurt me. I'm not going to let you take advantage of me. I'm just not, right? So I remember this young lady. You had to bring my baby in the house. He was out there barking. But yeah, so let me just say this. And this is the reason I'm not saying this to brag or boast or flex, right? It was a young lady I didn't know. I didn't know this lady from a can of paint. But what I did know is that she was threatening me, right? With bodily harm. If you run up on me, I don't know what you got. I definitely don't know you. Yeah, I'm going into defense mode, right? So with this young lady, I got to be careful with my words because I don't know the statute of limitation. Look, so with this young lady, the young lady ran up on me and I hit the young lady in the head with a hammer. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at that moment in time, right? Not that I'm about that life. Not that I just go out wreaking havoc. It's nothing like that. But I'm not going to let you hurt me. I'm just not. So to avoid situations like that, I just don't put myself in those type of situations. I'm not going to go on the whole backstory about all of that, right? But the mere fact is the meat and potatoes of it is that she ran up on me and I hit her with a hammer. And it wasn't no hit to where it was just, I hit you like a tap. It was blood everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And so I just don't put myself, Kentucky. I just don't put myself in situations like that. But now, this happened a while ago. You know, it happened a while ago. I try not to react like that anymore. Now, I will get, baby, look, my knees is bad and so is my back. So, look, it just ain't going to be a fair one. So, that's why I don't even put myself in situations like that. Because, you know, and God, and that's why the Bible says to anger and sin not. That means feel what you need to feel. You may get a little heated. You may get a little hot in the collar. Don't react to it. Don't respond to it. Let what's being said be said. You don't take it no more. Don't take it further because you don't know what the consequences of those acts are. See, the Bible is simply instructions for us, right? Basic instructions before leaving earth. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, that did not come from me. I watched this show on Netflix, and Loretta Devine plays the mother. I can't even think of, not Family Matters, Family Reunion. And she plays the grandmother, and she says that on there. The Bible is basic instructions before leaving earth, right? So, when God is instructing us, he's instructing us for our own good. You know how your mama told you, don't touch the stove is hot. You touch the stove anyway, you get burned, now you want to cry. And your mama, like I told you, don't touch it. Those were her instructions to prevent you from being hurt, right? The Bible is simple instructions so we're not hurt as individuals. So our walk of life could be a little less painful. Like God said to cast all your burdens and your cares on him. Look, put all your burdens, your yokes, everything, just give it to God. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just wanted to kind of speak on that and just to kind of let you know, like, yeah, I'm her. I said it before, and it might have been in the last video. I am her. I mind my business, and I do what I need to do for these kids. You know, I thank God that, I still have a lot more work to do. When I get on here and I talk about God, baby, please don't think that I'm a Bible thumper. You understand what I'm saying? I still have to tell myself, you know, you need to be reading your word. You know, you need to be praying more than what you're doing, you know, and I'm talking to me, you know, and I tell y'all, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all because I had a situation on my channel, Boo Bougie Reacts, where I got a little hot in the collar. Now, I ain't cussing nobody out or nothing like that, but I was a little heated in the collar. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, babies, that's going to be it. I love y'all. I love y'all. Let me get a sip of this coffee. Just give me a second, girl. Do y'all know I still have not went to putting sugar in my coffee? My friend was here. My friend was like, I made her some coffee. She was like, where's the sugar? I'm like, I don't have no sugar. I literally don't even buy sugar because what do I need it for? I mean, I'll get it if I'm like making Kool-Aid, but I don't typically make Kool-Aid or like that. But anyway, ladies, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Can never be what I am, but as long as you and me, that's what it's gonna be.